Hey guys, what's up? Nico again here, and in this 3D printed profits episode, I have with us Andrew. His name is not Workman House. That's the tag.
Oh man, I totally forgot that was there. We're gonna change that
It's all good.
How's it going,
So
Nico?
we have with us Andrew, and Andrew's going to talk to us about his business, so on and so forth, as usual. Before we get started, though, I want to make sure that everybody joins us in the 3D printing side hustle group. The link for that is in the description below, and you guys to make sure to subscribe and like. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. We're all doing this live. We're all doing this one take. So if there's outtakes,
There will
outtakes. Will there?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't like editing. I don't like video editing. So we'll just.
That is my least favorite part of video production.
It's so tedious,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the cuts and all that other stuff and picture in picture and.
Yeah, people don't ever understand that. Like for every minute you see, there's 5 minutes of editing that went into that.
Yeah. All right. So, Andrew,
Getting
welcome to the
shivers
show.
just thinking about it, man.
Yeah, I know, right? So, Andrew,
Yeah.
Andrew, what's the name of your company, man?
Variant Innovation. And we just came up with that like within the last 2 weeks or so. That was why I put off scheduling this little shindig, because so originally we were branded as WTT3D. It was a space holder name. It is a lot. It was a space holder name because so I've got a YouTube channel, Work the Trigger. I do firearms based stuff. And when I first started getting into this, I didn't take it seriously. So I was just tossing in a space holder like for an Etsy shop. And that went on way too long. So I figured a real name was important.
Mm-hmm. So let's go dive into the 3D printing part here.
Yeah.
First, let's start with your background. What is your background? So you just mentioned that you have a YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel's name?
Work the Trigger.
Work the Trigger. All right.
Yeah.
So you have a YouTube channel.
I do, but it is not my main hustle.
All right. So let's talk about the main hustle. What is the main hustle?
Okay. So I am a mechanical designer. I do CAD stuff all day. I've
definitely
been doing
a helpful background from
it is. I've been doing it for about 12 years now. I've done everything from
so you're the new guy.
Yeah. I've done tractor trailer like door design, which was not the coolest thing ever. Now I work for a large drive system company, and I've done teaching in the past and done a lot of stuff. So been around the block once or twice.
Okay. All right. And what got you into 3D printing, man?
So because I've been kind of in that world for so long, I actually remember going into it like right around when 3D printing became a thing. Back in school, we had the old Fortis machines, which are just gigantic. I mean, they're not gigantic. It's like 3x3 by about 6 foot tall.
Gee.
And yeah, they're it's a lot. But
I think they have those at Westworld. I think those
are very not nearly that cool.
I want one. Like if the Westworld machines ever came out, like dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. We're gonna crowdsource that. Like
I think those are like Da Vinci based, aren't they? With like the 3 little things too.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But I mean, I was into it back then, and back then 3D printing was a gimmick more than anything. So I took my time with it. And then in 2020, a deal came up on woot.com. I picked up an Ender 3 V2 for $200.
$200 for what is
$200 for an Ender 3 V2.
An Ender 3 V. Okay.
Yeah. Which it's not like the best, but it's better than like a standard or a pro or something. And for $200, I was like, I'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was. What did you print with it? Like, why did you get it? So I got it,
just kid stuff at first. Like I've got kids, so I printed toys and stuff. Printed up a couple of like little hangers and stuff for around the house. But
speaking of toys, shameless plug. If you guys really want to print more toys, this dragon creature crate link is in the description below.
Dude, your
shameless
dragons.
It's my show. Whatever.
Awesome.
Right?
Like, yeah, that thing is amazing.
I love this thing.
It's cool. I want one. I need to join the creature crate. except then I have to dedicate a printer to that. So
yeah. So I have a friend on Facebook. He said, dude, I cannot sell anything because my grandkids keep taking the toys I'm gonna try to sell. And I'm like, that's a mark of a good product. It's a mark of a good product. So if they're
Absolutely
stealing
is.
it, it's a good thing. Anyway, sorry, we
No,
tangent.
yeah.
I'm trying to
So
help you get to your 30-minute marker here, Andrew.
I'm working on it. I
I'm
told
trying to
Nico
help you
before
out
the
get to the
show.
30 minutes.
My goal is to make him go over, even if it's by a second. I win. You have to give me like a 10-second countdown though.
Right. So
So
you got an under 3. You
yeah.
got it for toys.
And eventually it just it came to the point where I found some other stuff in my side job hobby that I was interested in. And so I started dabbling a little bit in that. And I actually didn't start doing that until about mid-late last year. I was actually just going through some pictures on my phone. And a year ago, 2 days ago, is when I finished up the design on my original little product here. This was the first guy that I made, and it's very tiny. But after that, I just kind of started. I'll tell you what it is. I won't show you the fun things that it goes in.
I'm very pro 2A, by the way.
Yeah, I know. So it is a magazine adapter for a firearm. And they exist in the marketplace, but the stuff that exists in the marketplace is all injection molded, high volume stuff. So there's a lot of like the niche littler guns out there that just don't have that same support. 3D printing, not having to worry about tooling costs or anything like that, gives that opening for the availability. So I went ahead and started designing. I don't know how many I designed at first, like 4-ish.
Four separate firearms.
Yeah, four separate. Well, it was 3 separate firearms, 2 items for one, and then 2 different ones.
Okay.
And started up an Etsy shop. So that's how I got started.
Okay. And from there, what happened? Like, how did you start getting your first customers?
Well, then Etsy decided that they don't like me.
Oh, should have seen that coming.
It was doing really good on Etsy. And honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of advertising because, again, we're going over that name thing. I didn't want to advertise and push a lot on a name that I wasn't planning on using long term. So I basically just used Facebook, posted up on some of the forums that were specific to those firearms. Just said, hey, I made this thing, put it out there. If you're interested, go check it out. And sales on Etsy picked up pretty well. The problem is, as time went by, Etsy found out what I was selling and decided to shut down all of my big stream products. They just closed my sales.
So they shut down your listings, basically.
Yeah.
Not the whole store, just the listing.
Right. Just the listing. So it wasn't. And they didn't retain any money, which is really lucky on my part because I've heard of them doing that before. But after they shut down my largest selling one, which is this one, it's for a Walther PDP. It's to put the 18-round magazine in the compact frame. After they shut down that one, I was like, man, this is not going to go well for me. So I went ahead and I bought a website, again, under that space holder name. So for a long time, I was functioning with a website under WTT3D.com. See, I can't even say it. That's a mark of a poor,
terrible.
Poor brand.
I'm sorry, your branding sucked on that one.
I was not planning long term. But after
no one usually does, man. So what I've noticed on the show is people were like, it just kind of fell on my lap, and now I have to plan long term. Is like that's the best way to learn. Just throw it to the sharks.
Well, and I did learn from it. So I've got a couple of friends. One of my side jobs is I have 3 side jobs if you count YouTube and this. So one of those side jobs is I do design work for a holster company, a guy named Harry's Holsters. Some of the most comfortable holsters available. But he brought this business from the ground up and has built it to what it is. And so I use him and then a buddy of his who owns Lynx Defense. And I used them and their expertise and their know-how and knowledge to help learn and build myself up. But that's one of the reasons why it took me so long to come up with the replacement name. I didn't want to pick something that wasn't going to expand with what I kind of envisioned.
I see. I see. So let's dive into the business here a little bit, man.
Yeah.
What is how much money does the business make now?
So right now we bring in an average of about 2250 a month ish.
Wow.
So, and we have, I think, 7 products before about 2 weeks ago. I just dropped 3 new products, and was waiting on the new branding to go through before really hitting those.
So
hard.
on 4 products, you're making
seven products.
Okay, so on 7 products, because you said you added 3 more. So we're at 10 now?
Yeah, 10 or 11, somewhere in there.
Okay. So with 7 products, you're bringing in $2,200 a month.
Yeah.
Is that profit or revenue?
2,200 is net revenue right now, but my profit or my costs are pretty low.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, if you look at the size of these things, they
so for you to have bought a $200 machine, for you to turn it into something this big is damn impressive. So congratulations, first of all.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. So you make this adapter, right? I'm very interested because 18 rounds in a compact magazine's well done. Well done.
Yeah.
18, it's a lot. 18 is a lot. I was like, man. Huh.
So fun thing here. This is not a full firearm, so I'm going to go ahead and show this one.
Yes.
So, and we're getting off on a slight tangent here.
That's
Have you heard
good.
of the new P365X macro?
Negative.
Okay. So do you know what the P365 is?
Negative.
Okay. Just very small gun. So the X macro came out, same size magazine, but 17 round compatibility. So we've got an adapter for that now to fit in the shorter one. So the story behind the name Variant Innovation is my friends might call me cheap.
Let's call it what it is, cheap.
So, yeah, I'm cheap. And so I make my purchases based on the best use that I can get out of that money. And that's what I've kind of centered my entire YouTube channel around is, again, firearms based, but making sure that people have the information that they need to make the best decisions with their money. We all work hard for our money, right? So helping people not waste $500 on something they're not going to like, or that doesn't work well. That's kind of my goal with this. So with this kind of stuff, what it lets me do is it lets me allow other people to use something they already have. So if you already have a P365 XL, which is what this frame is, but you want the versatility of having a little extra, now you've got it. So in essence, they're getting almost the usability of like 2 different firearms with a $15 investment.
That's beautiful. Well done, man. Well done. So you got this new product, right? All of a sudden sales just go because you're the only one making it.
Yeah.
It's your blue ocean, right?
Yep.
And that's what I suggest people doing is if you really want to start your own product line, find your blue ocean. Okay. What is a blue ocean? Well, a blue ocean is a market or a product that only you can make. So if they go looking for that, you're the only one. And what Andrew has done is he's created his own blue. He didn't find it. He made it by, developing these products for a certain tribe of people, and poof, there you go. Anyway, that's your coaching call for the day. So how did you start growing the business? Did it just kind of grow on its own and then here we are?
So kind of, I've spent a lot of time, again, I've got friends who are in the business world. So I utilized their expertise in things like SEO and helped drive my search results up to the top. So if you Google search Walther PDP magazine adapter, you're going to find Variant Innovation right at the top. If you Google CZP10C mag adapter, right at the top. So I've spent a lot of time with SEO, but I haven't expanded past that with my marketing necessarily because I haven't had a name.
Gotcha.
So I do have a contact who does his is primarily marketing as far as getting click-through rates on web pages and on social media platforms. So that's my next goal. I'm going to work with him and try to work on just getting clicks, just getting people to my stuff, and then we'll convert once they get there. I'm a big believer in the have you heard or have you read the Story Brand stuff?
Story brand.
Yeah.
Shit.
Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're
So
talking about. Yes. And
I
then
love that
his buddy,
aspect.
his buddy just got his doctorate.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that aspect of building brand, and that's again one of the reasons it took me so long. But if I can just get those people over, it's my job to convert them into sales. So that's kind of the twofold of my next strategy.
Gotcha. So these are pretty small items.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you still just on that one Ender 3, or have you
Oh no.
expanded?
So okay. So my journey has been long and fraught with troubles.
Ah,
So I started with the Ender 3 V2. And so these are PET G. And it's a matte PET G, which is kind of a pain to print with. I got the V2 running well, and then I thought, man, I need more production. So I got an Ender 6, and I hated it. That is never printed right. No matter what I did bedwise, no matter what I did leveling, I put a CR or a C, dang it. CR Touch? No, BL Touch, the off-brand one. I put that on there. I could not get this thing to print PET G well. It printed PLA acceptably. It wasn't bad, but I just couldn't get consistent prints. So I decided to kind of set that aside, and I picked up a Prusa. And I honestly, I'm glad I did, because Prusa, like I've got 2 of them now, and they're excellent for the amount of effort. I actually just watched the episode that you had where someone didn't like their Prusa, and my jaw hit the floor.
yeah, mine too. Did you see?
But
like,
yeah, I did.
Only one in like
Called her out
70
for
episodes.
saying it on the internet.
I was like, in 70 episodes, like, dude, that poor inbox.
But it happens. You know, I mean, odds are there was something bad in there, and probably could have done a warranty or something. I think they do pretty good with that. I don't know. I haven't had to do it yet. But so I got a Prusa Mark III. Then I decided that I was going to take a risk and get an Ender S1. It's okay. It's not a Prusa though. So then I got another Prusa. So I've got 2 Prusas, an S1, the V2, and I sold the Ender 6. The majority of my manufacturing with these though is on the 2 Prusas. And it's nice because of the size of these, I'm not doing single part prints. I'm doing a 24-hour run of 20 of these, you know? And so I can utilize the consistency of a Prusa and just every day kick out 20 of this one, 20 of that one. I've got everything. I don't do anything remote. It's my workstation is close enough to my printers. And since I'm constantly running, I'm over there anyway, just popping them off the tray. So it's just when I'm in full production mode, they're not running 24/7 right now. Like I've got them turned off right now since we're doing this. But, you know, when I'm in full production, the Prusas just take no effort. I hit the button, it goes, it prints, and pop them off.
So do you keep inventory, or do they sell that fast?
I keep inventory. They don't sell that fast. So right now I'm getting about 70 orders a month, and those orders average a little over 2 pieces per order. So like my monetary average is $27. My average component price is about 13. So you're looking at just over an average of 2 per at 70 units per, or 70 orders per month. But it's enough that I like to have a lot of inventory that way, and I keep track of it. You know, when I pop down to about 10, I'll do a couple of runs. Just get inventory built back up. Makes shipping really easy. because I've got all my inventory there, got my boxes, my packages, I've got a label printers. Get a label printer. If you don't have a label printer and you do shit, get a label printer. It's saving grace. It's
Yes.
way better than like cutting them out and then having to tape them on.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I saw I use Vistaprint,
Mhm.
and they just send me my they'll give me a sheet of like 30 in one sheet, and I'll get like 5 sheets, and then
Yeah.
just get your sticker. But if you are going to be doing this on the long run, a label machine, print out your stickers for your
Mhm.
yes.
My shipment turnaround is between 2 to 3 days usually. So I get the orders in. I can't make it to the post office every day, so I usually let them back up about a day, run them all, and I pack them one at a time. But I'll run the prints, toss everything in, pack it all up, and toss it in the bag and run. And it works really well as far as or as long as like my print quality is okay, which is a problem I'm having lately. Just material quality has been changing a little bit.
So do you use a shipping software like ShipStation or anything
Yeah, I
like that?
use ShipStation. So I use ShipStation for all of my shipment management. I use Shopify for my shop management. I am a fan of, if there's a tool, use it. I don't mind the overhead. I mean, when I've got 250 coming in off of 70 orders a month, I don't mind losing about $100 of that to
Convenience.
shipment management.
My God, you
Right.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people are like, oh, it, it's not that helpful. I can't justify it. Trust me, the easier your life becomes, stress doesn't have a price, is what they say. There is though, like the
But your time
convenience,
does.
how fast, yeah, the time you save,
Yeah.
the stress you don't go through. You guys, that has a price.
Yeah.
Just like freedom has a price, right? For me to be able to do this at home, for me to be able to run Nico Industries Creature Crate, the business coaching program, for me to be able to work from home and not having to answer to anybody. You guys, I used to make $160,000 a year. I don't miss that money. I don't. There's a price. Freedom has a price. Convenience has a price. Your time has a price, right? I know we really went down the rabbit hole real quick on that one, but I promise.
Dude, I love talking business stuff. So,
dude, me too. Like if there's an app that's going to make your shop that much better, download it. It's basically what Andrew's saying.
yeah.
And
If
don't
you can
be afraid to invest in them.
Yeah. If you can cut your shipment time from an hour for 10 packages to 15 minutes for 10 packages, that's 45 minutes of your life that you can spend with your family, with a new design, with updating your printers, doing maintenance, figuring out new filaments to order. That time is production time.
Yeah.
That's productivity time that you can utilize if you're
There's
not
a lot more stuff you
wasting it.
could be doing.
Yeah.
And the more, so you spend $100 just a month, right? On this app, this app, this app, this app.
Yep.
But if each app, if each tool, if each something allows you to take off 30 minutes, 15, 45, an hour, next thing you know, you just save 4 hours a day, right?
Yep.
Just because you invested, right? The keyword there is invest, that $100 a month in these tools, right? That's how you got to think of it. You're not spending the money, you're investing the money, and you're going to get something back, which is, it's not monetarily, tangible, but on the back end, man, it saves a lot.
And that's kind of where a lot of us are, I think, at this point, is that us people, not you, but we're building. The way I see it, I'm building the foundation of this thing that I see. And if I'm building this foundation, and this goes back to that name thing, I want that foundation built solid.
Yeah.
I don't want it to have a crack of my shipment tracking being down and having lost shipments. I don't want a crack of my sales tracking being down and me missing that when it comes tax time with the 83,000 new IRS agents.
Hey, we're not going to go into that right now. We're not. Nope, not that kind of show. We'll talk afterwards. Well, nah, not that
No.
kind of show. Not that kind of show. If you want to get me on, if you want me on your show, we can talk about it on your show.
Oh, we may do that.
We can do that because I got some stuff to say about the IRS agents.
Right.
All right, we're going.
But anyway, though, yeah, like
reel it back, reel it back,
It-
reel it back.
you know, it's all about building that. I have grand things that I plan, and to do that, I got to make sure I don't mess it up now.
Right, right. Your cornerstones, your foundation, everything has to be built solid, right?
Yep.
A house built on your rocky on shaky ground is not a stable house, right?
Truth.
So that's what you're trying to build. So how else does a business make money, man? Do you do design services since you know CAD?
Nope. I don't. Well, yes and no. Technically, my holster design is under a different company. So that stuff is all under a different LLC umbrella that handles itself. So the Variant Innovation only does sales of things that we've already done. Now, I will sometimes I don't work on requests. I accept suggestions for future products.
All right.
And
That's fair.
so so if people reach out to me, perfect example, I was just talking to a buddy, just finished up a couple of new products, and I was like, well, I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with next. He brought up that the Springfield Hellcat Pro 15 round mags will fit in the standard size Hellcat, but they've got the same issue. So that's going to be my next product as far as that goes. But just making sure that I'm open to that, and I'm listening to my customer base, trying to find out what they want. Sometimes I've got people that reach out for things that are a little bit too niche. I don't have a problem saying no. There's just some times when the time spent is not worth the money gained. And doing the side stuff that I do between YouTube and the design work, I monetize my time. I keep track of how much time I spend on something versus what it gives me back. I have to balance all of this with family life, and I don't take away family time for this. I get up at 4 to 4:30 in the morning, do all of this stuff before work, go to the day job, do the day job, come home, hang out with my family.
A man after my own heart.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
That's what I did.
Yeah. You got to do the grind.
I still get up at 4. I don't know why. My body's like, get up. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to. You got basketball at 6. Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, if you get up at 4 and you finish stuff, that means you're done at noon. I wouldn't do that. I would just work until 4.
I'm done by 6, dude. I got to play. Sorry.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. The amount of stuff that is on the plate of somebody building something is amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah. A story that I tell everybody is how when I got started, I was in the middle. I just got the whole divorce proceedings just started. We just got separated. I had the kids. I was going to school full time. I was going to work full time. I had 12-hour shifts. I was a single dad, which means I was doing all the chores, the cleaning, everything at home. And I had a 4.0.
Dang.
Yep.
Look
all
at
of
you,
that, all simultaneously. I was like, my wife now is like, how did you do it? I go, I don't know.
You were young.
No, dude, this was only 5 years ago.
Jeez.
This was only 5 years ago. And I had plenty of time with the kids. Like my kids, I took them to the pool, went to the water park, still did all of that. Right. So again, for those of you who say, I don't have time, you're full of shit. Sorry.
There's always a sacrifice that can be made.
You're full
you
of
and
shit.
I decided
time. Fuck you. No.
You and I decided sleep was the sacrifice.
Yeah. Right.
I don't need I function really well on like 5 to 6 hours of sleep though.
Oh,
so like,
God bless you.
I'm one of those people that if I sleep 8, my day sucks. I wake up with a headache, and it's
wow.
I don't know if it's like that's just the way I am, or if I've conditioned myself. But yeah, 5 to 6 is all I need.
I think it's possible that you've conditioned yourself.
Probably, yeah.
So how have you tried to increase sales? Like, have you dabbled in ads at all?
No.
Anything like
So
that?
I haven't.
This is all organic.
The ad, yes, this is all organic.
Holy
I
shit.
mean, Facebook posts and stuff, like just kind of posting on there, dropping stuff. And again, the SEO really helps with growing that. The So I'm in a funny place because of advertisements and the way that social media and advertisements are. They don't like my product because they don't like what it goes with. So I can't
Yeah.
post ads on Facebook. I can't post ads on Instagram.
Yeah.
I got to be very careful about how I post on Facebook posts, because if I post anything about sales, it gets tagged. The group gets a ding or worse. So it's really careful about how I handle all of that. That's why I'm going to work with this buddy who's going to just drive click through rates on my stuff to just get the volume of
I'm
people
gonna
on.
need this guy's name.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. He's got some pretty good results that I've seen. So we're gonna give him a try.
Sweet. Dude, that's it for me, man. What's
Did
what's
we hit
next
the,
for
did
you?
we hit a half hour?
We did.
Yes.
We did. I'm pretty dang sure we did. Yeah, man. I wanted you to get it. That's how I was like, all right, let's talk about other crap.
Oh, I'll talk about anything. I
Yeah.
mean, I warned you. I talk a lot.
Dude, I gotta get on your show, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta
we
get
haven't
on your
done a
show.
live in a while, but when we do them, it's fun. I got burnt out on lives. Like there's just because I
I
didn't
did
do
2
a lot of
lives in the
pre-recorded stuff.
Facebook group.
Mhm.
I was like, I can't do this. I can't.
It is intense. The key to a good live is to have a talker and an organizer. You got to have the guy who talks, who that's me. I just vomit from the mouth. And then you got to have a guy to watch the comments and pick and choose and bring up the topics to throw out.
I don't have that. It's all
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this blows.
Mhm.
But I can't talk for that long, especially if I'm the only one talking. Like if I can have a conversation,
Yeah.
but if I'm gonna sit there and talk for even just for 20 minutes straight, oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
Like, can I edit this, please?
There were a couple of times when I did full hour live streams by myself.
Oh,
Most of the time
rough.
I had other guys, but yeah, a couple of times I did the whole thing by myself. And I tell you, when you're done, your throat hurts and it's just
I get a
exhausting.
headache. I get headaches. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this sucks.
Yeah. The
Um,
room all of a sudden starts getting smaller and
yeah,
stuffy.
it's
And
spinning. So that's it, man. Let's wrap this all up with your
yeah,
number one tip for anyone who wants to start their own 3D printing business.
think bigger. Don't confine yourself. Again, going back to the stupid name thing that I brought out like 10 times now. The entire point of that was to broaden what I could create. I didn't want to pigeonhole myself into just these little things. I sell a couple of those little guys right back there. They're just little organizational things, but I've got bigger plans, and you should too. Don't pigeonhole yourself to just Star Wars figures or just dragons. Make sure that what you lay out, that path that you plan, can allow you to grow into what this thing that you're creating is.
Start with growth in mind, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Thank you for summarizing.
You're welcome. As Andrew vomits his words, I just kind of clean him up, package it in a nice little.
I am not short for words.
Clearly. All right, you guys. Andrew, thanks for being, man. I really, really appreciate it.
Thanks
I
for
can't
having
wait
me.
to be on your show. We're definitely gonna do that. Again, you guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys being here. I think that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
See you guys.